Here's a question for you. If two people experience exactly the same event, will they necessarily see it in exactly the same way? Of course not. One person might see an opportunity, another sees a threat. One thinks someone's being confident, another thinks they're arrogant. One person loves being the center of attention. Another person's idea of a nightmare is walking into a room full of strangers. Why? Because none of us sees the world completely objectively. We see it through our own frame of reference. The Schiff frame of reference model comes from transactional analysis and provides a useful way of thinking about how our individual experiences influence the way we understand ourselves, other people, and the world around us. Think of it like wearing a pair of glasses, but the lenses aren't perfectly clear. They're tinted by everything that's happened to us in the past: our upbringing, relationships, successes, disappointments, education, culture, work, and thousands of experiences we've accumulated throughout our lives. And because my lenses are different from yours, we can look at exactly the same situation and see something different. Understanding that is important for our well-being and for understanding other people. So let's do an exercise.
Grab a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. At the top of the first column, write, "What's important to me now?" Don't overthink it. What genuinely matters to you today? It might be family, your partner, your children, financial security, health, friendships, your career, having time for yourself, travel, learning, making a difference, peace and quiet. Write down whatever comes to mind. Now at the top of the second column, write, "What was important to me when I was 18 years old?" Try to put yourself back there. What mattered to you then? Perhaps it was going out with friends, getting a particular job, university, clothes, music, relationships, sport, having money, traveling, or simply getting some independence. Now compare your two lists. Are they different? For most of us, at least some things will have changed. If they have, ask yourself a much more interesting question. Why? What happened between then and now? Perhaps you became a parent. Perhaps you lost somebody. Maybe you fell in love. Your career developed. You experienced financial difficulty. Perhaps you became successful in something you never expected. Maybe something you once thought was incredibly important turned out not to matter very much at all. Those experiences helped tint the lenses through which you now see the world. But there's another possibility. Maybe your two lists are remarkably similar. That's interesting too. Why haven't those things changed? Perhaps certain values have remained important throughout your life. Maybe family, independence, achievement, kindness, or adventure were important to you then and remain important today. Neither outcome is right or wrong. The point is to become curious about why you see the world the way you do, and then take that curiosity one step further. The people around you are wearing their own lenses too. Their past isn't your past. Their experiences aren't your experiences. So when someone reacts differently from you, instead of immediately thinking, "Why on earth would they think that?" try asking, "What might make this look different through their lenses?" That doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It simply means recognizing that our frame of reference affects what we notice, how we interpret situations, and what we believe is important. And there's one final question worth asking. Are you still making decisions today based on lenses that were shaped years ago? Maybe something you learned about yourself at 18, 25, or 35 isn't true anymore. Maybe your world has changed, but part of your thinking hasn't caught up yet, so look again at those two columns. Who were you then? Who are you now? And perhaps most importantly, who are you becoming? Knowing yourself isn't about finding one permanent answer. It's about becoming more aware of the lenses you're looking through and recognizing that sometimes we can change them.